Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I would like to explain about organization and college. Maybe among of us often hear words like organization can hinder college, lower GPE scores, and many other negative sides of this so-called organization. What is it that actually makes people think like that? They talk like that not without reason, indeed without us realizing that there are students who are weakness in the world of organizations and forget their first obligation, namely college. Through college, in obligation that we must, number one, before we decide to continue college, let's think about it for a moment when we were in high school. I can make sure that almost of us think about what major we want to take and of course not organizing it. This means that college is our main goal. However, do not misinterpret my opinion. We also do not understand what is called an organization, because without us knowing, the organization is one of our supporters in doing many things. A small example is like we apply for a scholarship, and sometimes the requirements we must have such being active in organization. And more importantly, after we graduate from college, what should we do? Do we want to continue to next level of education or work? Whether we want to work or continue our education, of course we will pass the selection stage. The organizational experience is one of important points in our successful or failure. What do people see if we just graduate or are fresh graduate? Of course, the first is definitely our academics, and the second is our skills and our experience. For the second and third points, namely skills and experience, where can we get skills and experience? One of them we can get from the world of organization. In organizations, we can learn many things if we are able to follow and take advantage of them. Let's imagine if we never join an organization, what we could sell, so that the seven institutions we were in could gladly accept us. This is where the role of an organization is very large in our lives. So what should we do? If you join an organization, you are afraid to hinder your studies, but if you don't participate at all, you will not have the skills or experience. Even though it is very important for our future, before we get involved in an organization, it's good we have to think about it first. First, organization is our second goal after college, and if we look at it, organization is a supporter of college, which means sunnah, while college is our first goal, which means mandatory. As a small experience, let me make an analogy. Of course, we often eat fried rice. In cooking fried rice, the main ingredients are rice. You know what I mean, right? Second, what is our role in the organizations? And what benefits do we get from the organizations we join? For example, by joining organization X, I am able to develop public speaking and the spirit of my leader and other. So in determining the organization we want to join, we may think before we get involved in an organization later. Third, before we get involved in an organization, we should first observe the people in it, because the influence of the environment is very large on us. So if people in an organization have a positive aura, we will certainly be infected with that aura, and vice versa. If their aura is negative, we might be affected. So try to choose an organization that can give us positive things. We must underline organization provide many benefits if we are able to manage and utilize them in organization. In organizing, we must be good at managing and dividing our time. Where is the lecturer time and which is the organization's time? And do not let us join the organization until we forget our college. uh, I mean, the uh, even though it greatly affect the success of the lecture, and this is one of the reasons why organizations can hinder our lectures. And do not let us join the organization until we forget our college obligations, one of which can interfere with our lecture. For example, an organization holding an event so that we do not work assignment and also being absent for a few days in a lecture, of course, even though it greatly affect the success of the lecture, and this is one of the reason why organization can hinder our lectures. You know what I mean, right? Okay, maybe that's all I can explain. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.